Today was such an incredibly relaxing day at home. Um, I felt good and I was able to sleep well and I ate well and it's just, it just was a good day. I got a lot accomplished. We have the German Shepherd. Okay, so when I have to vacuum or sweep the floors in all the rooms, I come up with a pile of hair that's about the size of the dog. I mean, German Shepherds just shed. And I brush them a couple times a day, but still. Someone told me there was a treatment that you could give your dog if you took him to the groomer, where it was the anti-shed treatment or whatever. But I just don't know that that's real healthy. Have any of you done the no shed treatment on your animals? How did that go? Did it really work? Was it good for them? Did it really help? We have so many cracks and corners and nooks and crannies here in the middle of nowhere that a Roomba is just not um, feasible for us. So I still do it the old-fashioned way. I had to do it every day, but it usually ends up being about every other day. So I was able to do that and crocheted a lot on those turtle hats. And I actually finished. Remember, I didn't know what those little things were, and they were bear ears. So I finished this little hat for the period of purple crying, and I liked the way it came out. It's very cute. And guess what? There's even a dog hair on that. I'm gonna have to wash these, of course, before I send them anywhere. But they're cute, very cute. So there's no real update today. Let's see. Waiting for Chris to come home. It's about 7 o'clock. He's running late tonight because he had to help our son Joshua move a headboard for our granddaughter Savannah. This summer, she's 5, and this her mom's a teacher, and so this summer she and her mom just hung out doing all the mom and daughter things before she went to kindergarten. And one of the things they did was to go to the story hour, reading hour, whatever, book club thing, summer reading program at their local library. And Savannah has picked up a real love of books. And so, since she reads books every night before she goes to bed, then she's having to get out and take the books out of her bookcase and bring them back into bed and whatnot. They found a headboard that had built in bookcases that's white. Her room's pink and white. And they have bought that for, I believe the original price was like $900. It might be like Pottery Barn or something, and they got it for way cheaper than $900, and it was like brand new. So I know she's going to enjoy that, and I'm excited when my kids, grandkids, or when my children did, uh, really loved books. I had really all but one that liked to read. Jeremy, my second son, probably only read one book all the way through on his own, and that was The Bridge to Terabithia. And the rest of the time he read technical manuals and programming books and things like that. And so, we homeschooled him, and I was real concerned. I was like, well, he's not reading these classics, how can he be an adult without having read Ivanhoe? And my mom, who's a reading specialist, said as long as he's reading anything that he's interested in, then he'll be fine. And she was absolutely right. He's doing great, having never read a fiction book except Bridge to Terabithia. So that's just a note for all you all out there. So let's get on to the 65 and 65. The next 5 things on the list, remember I'm doing 65 things to do in my 65th year. Some of them are just reminders. And so the first one for today is a mammogram, and I do have that scheduled for Saturday. I mean, September. Saturday. Where did that come from? I don't know. Um, September. And I think that's important for all women. Early detection is wonderful. My mother-in-law had breast cancer, and she is a 6 or 7 year survivor now, and we're really blessed with that. Um, might be 7 years, no, 6. I don't know. It's not important, but she's doing great. Um, so, ladies, get the mammies. Yep. A friend of mine yesterday had to have her mammogram, and she said, "Well, I'm off to squish my girls in a car door." So she just cried. I was like, yes. But then I read that they've got this new 3D imaging, and she went to the VA, so they probably didn't have it. But the 3D imaging is supposed to be a lot better than the old squish them like grapes machine that we. Okay, I'm hoping that they have the 3D machine where I'm going. Anyhow, the next thing on the list is to make crackers. And I have saved so many recipes on how to make crackers. Um, some in our food dehydrator and some just baked. And we love crackers. And when I go to a like a more rustic restaurant, I love it when they bring you these big sheets of crackers and you just break some off. I think that's an awesome idea, and so I'd love to be able to do crackers like that. Um, they don't look too hard. I just have not taken the time to do them. I think that was one of the things that was on my 55 and 55 list too. Finally get it done, hopefully. Still got a few months. Um, Number 3 on today's list is Movie Maker. Now, this one's kind of iffy. I decided I would start filming on my YouTube channel again, and if I get hits and my subscription numbers go up, then I will take the time to in the next couple months, I will take the time to learn Movie Maker so I can learn how to edit videos, because right now I don't. And the funny thing is, my husband did a video on our other channel, one of his channels, that tells how to use Movie Maker, and I never watched it. My bad. So, anyhow, Movie Maker. Tell your friends. Give me a thumbs up. Do all the things. Okay, the number 4 thing is a bird nature walk. Now, we have several state parks here in North Carolina, and then, like I said, we are on, before in a previous video, we are on the Virginia border, and there is a really nice park up there called Occoneechee, and they and in Durham do, at the Eno State Park, do bird nature walks. And there's another place called Blue Jay Point that does bird nature walks. I think I'd like to do that. I'm real interested in creating more of a bird sanctuary habitat. Our cats are not birders anymore, they're just old. And so I really would like to take an area in the backyard and create it for birds and butterflies. So being able to identify the birds, because not only do I want to look at and I know the basic ones. Oh, that's a blue jay, that's a towhee, that's a cardinal, that's a starling, that's a crow, that's a hawk, that's a vulture, all those things. But I want to learn more about their calls, and I have a book on that, but I don't know. I'm having trouble getting something in order so I can learn it the way that's best for me to learn it, because to me some of the calls sound just the same. So anyhow, that's on the list, bird nature walk, and I'll wait and do that maybe in October before the birds leave for the winter, although not a lot of birds leave North Carolina for the winter, but I'll try that out. Now, the last one for today in the 65 and 65 is to read through the Bible. And I did that for my 55 and 55 and had great results. But this time around, I bought myself for my birthday the chronological Bible, and it's written in order that the events happen. So when you're reading Kings, you're also reading Chronicles, and it divides it up into things like that. And it's been very, very interesting to read that, and it tends to fit together a little bit better. This is a New Living Translation, and I'm enjoying it. And it's a 365 daily readings. I'm behind, but I'm real pleased that I got this book. And sometimes I just spend time reading more than 1 or 2 days at a time, so eventually it all evens out. What's for dinner tonight? We were having a really nice salad with some shredded chicken and a Thai dressing that came from the Hello Fresh box that we were gifted. I can't eat pork because I also have alpha-gal along with ulcerative colitis. Yeah. So, Chris ate the pork last night as a snack. Don't get me started. And so I had some shredded up chicken. I tend to make chicken in the crock pot and just shred it up and put it into 1 or 2 cup packages in the freezer so we can just thaw it out and use whatever we need. So, anyhow, salad looks really good. I'm not real thrilled about purple onions, red onions. They're called red onions, but I think they look purple. In this salad, they're kind of overwhelming, but I'll get through it. So anyhow, hope you all are having a fine day. If you have any cracker recipes that you want to share that you've tried or done, I've been watching a couple YouTubers who do sourdough crackers. Could be on the list, but that's just another thing I'd have to take care of, so I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. But anyhow, whenever you're watching this, I want you to have a fine day all day long. Take care, guys. Bye.